Hi, this is your video tutorial for how to collect an Everlywell self-collection kit for COVID-19 while sitting in your car. To complete the kit, the items you will need are your Everlywell test kit, which the Department of Health will provide, your cell phone, which needs internet access and email access, an ink pen, and if you have them, some hand wipes or hand sanitizer. So the first step when you receive your kit is you'll remove the outer cellophane wrap. And when you open the test kit, right on top will be the information that you will need for the self-registration. So pull out your cell phone, and as you'll see on the registration card, it says go to the website everlywell.com/register. And if this is your first time registering, you will need to create an account. After you have registered with your name, email, and password, it will ask you to enter your unique kit ID number. And that is right there at the top of the card. Each kit has its own unique ID, so you'll enter that next. After you have entered some other demographic and personal information, the website will ask several questions related to your current health status, such as are you having symptoms, and if so, what are those symptoms? It will also ask about any type of exposure history to COVID-19. You will need to answer one of those questions. It will ask if this is the first time you have been tested for COVID-19, and a little bit about exposure settings, such as do you work in a healthcare setting, do you live or work in a congregate care setting, and do you have any chronic health conditions. The next part of the registration will ask for a confirmation of the date and time of collection, and then you will have a confirmation page where you can review the information that you have submitted, and it will give you an option to opt in for text updates as to the status of your collection process and processing times. So if you want to opt in, you can do that. You don't have to, and when you're all finished, you will confirm your registration and your kit will be registered. Once you have registered your kit, the company will send you an email when they have received your specimen, and then you will receive your results by email as well. You can also use your login that you created to log into the portal and check status at any time. It is important to know that you and only you who registered will have access to your test results through the portal. The Department of Health will not have direct access to the portal on your behalf. So now the next thing you need to do with your kit is to get your ink pen and fill in your name, date of birth, and the collection date on the sticker provided. Alright, once you've completed your sticker, lay that section to the side. The next item underneath would be a printed set of instructions, which we're walking through on this video, but you can have these for reference if needed. You will have a green box, which actually contains the specimen swab. Just lay that to the side for just a moment. And in the bottom of the box, you're going to find a cardboard container, a mailing sleeve, and a mailing label. So let's work with these first. Go ahead and assemble your specimen collection box. And so you'll simply shape it into the box fashion, fold in the inserts, and remove the adhesive. Easier said than done, huh? Remove the adhesive to seal one end. You'll have to press firmly and hold for just a few seconds. Alright, and leave the other end open and set that to the side. Now on your mailing sleeve, go ahead and take your prepaid UPS mailing label and affix it to the outside of the packaging. Either side is okay, it doesn't matter. And we'll lay that to the side. Now we're actually ready to open the test collection portion of the kit. So inside the green box you will have a swab, the actual specimen vial, a package that the vial will go into, and you will notice inside this package there is a little absorbent pad. You want to keep that in the packaging. That is to help absorb any moisture if the specimen were to leak in transit. And last but not least, you have an alcohol pad. So at this point, you want to take your label that you wrote your name, date of birth, and collection date on, and you will want to carefully apply it to the specimen tube, being sure not to cover up the barcode that is on the tube. Now you will notice that there is a special ID code on the tube, and it matches exactly your unique ID kit. So that is how the company knows that this is the specimen that belongs to the kit that you just registered on the website. At this point, if you did have hand wipes or hand sanitizer available, please go ahead and use one of those to just go ahead and clean your hands. And now we'll get ready to perform the swab. Before I open the swab, I do want to point out one thing, and we're going to zoom in real closely, which is a small perforation actually in the swab itself, and it's way down toward the tip, toward the actual cotton part. And that perforation will be important here in just a minute when we go to break the stem off of the swab when we put it in the collection vial. I just need you to know where that perforation is. Go ahead and open the swab. And the collection process is simply to insert 1 inch into the nose while tilting the head back slightly. I will emphasize this is not a deep nasal swab. This is not going to go back extremely deep. It is not an uncomfortable process. It needs to go 1 inch into the nose, which is pretty much the amount of the cottony part that is on the end of the swab. So you want to insert it into the nose, that full 1 inch, and rotate it all around, getting all the walls of the inside of the nostril. One side and then the other. And go around at least 3 times inside the nose. Done. Now take your vial, open the lid, place the swab down to the level of there's that all-important perforation we talked about before, and putting a little pressure against the wall of the tube, break at the perforation, the swab falls inside. Screw the lid on tightly, making sure the threads are nice and secure, that it's on nice and straight. Insert your swab into the biohazard pouch with the little absorbent pad inside. Remove the adhesive and seal. Now, place the collected swab and pouch inside the inner box. And once again, we will remove and seal it with the adhesive strip, holding some pressure for just a few seconds to make sure it seals. Now we are ready to place the box inside the mailing carton. Seal. And last but not least, the alcohol swab is to be used to clean the outside of the bag. Please do avoid the mailing label, but the purpose is to sanitize the surface of the mailing bag. Now you simply deposit your packaged specimen into the designated receptacle at the local health department or turn it over to a Department of Health representative. Again, postage is prepaid. It's free.